The final 2 weeks of the regular season are upon us, and off we go on EA Sports. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he'll bring this to about the 25. Derwin James, the former All-Pro, in on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. He's going to run it. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
Mike, the defensive line rush plan is critical when you're playing quarterbacks like this. You have to keep him contained in the pocket, because the second he gets out of the pocket, we can see what happens.
He fires downfield for Pitts. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. On first down, it's Robinson. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That is caught to the goal line and in. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown, Atlanta. That's his 8th touchdown of the season.
The kick is good. Makes the score Falcons 7, Chargers
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
at their own 30-yard line.
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
It's just so hard to simulate the speed of some of these defensive linemen in the NFL. I mean, by the time he makes his play fake, you get your head around on the perimeter, the quarterback's expecting to break contain. He thinks he has a lot of time to look downfield. Well, that time went away in a hurry, and he didn't have much of a chance.
He'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Now, faking the give. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. Tank Dell was the one he was looking for. Third down coming up.
So they're trying to get the ball out of the hand of the quarterback. That's the best way to slow down any good pass rush, but the accuracy and the run after catch is a critical part of the play. So when this ball is not thrown out in front, what they call the front shoulder pad throw, it makes it really hard for this slant route to get completed when the ball's thrown so far behind them.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going. And for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their second sack, and we're still here in the first quarter.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll look to throw.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. And a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
In motion comes Thomas. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Going for it all. And that is incomplete.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a 1st down. Back to the air one more time. That's complete. He finds Brian Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. They'll look to throw yet again. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Chargers are going to have it at their own 32-yard line.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. We are through 1. It's the Falcons with the early lead. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. Here's 2nd and 2. Now they'll set up to throw. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Just a great example of not only the anticipation, but the instincts to go break that pass up, Mike. You can see he's clearly looking at the quarterback's eyes. And once that ball was delivered, he's just attacking it and breaking it up.
Here's 3rd and 2. He'll drop to throw. He's got his man, complete to Dell. They gain 18 yards on that one. It's good for a Charger first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. A hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly. So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. He will let this go. Deep downfield for Dell. And the Falcons are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points. He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. He'll go left side here and complete this one. Call it a gain of 13. First down, Atlanta.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Derwin James. And the Chargers are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. This one complete to Hayward. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Now a 3rd and 2. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stomped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Back to the air once more on second down. This one intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
All right, so that's consecutive drives now. You've come out here and thrown interceptions. I think at this point, Mike, it's time to run the ball. It's time to give this offense a little bit of a reset, settle this quarterback down. And if nothing else, let's cool off this secondary. They are flying to the ball. They are taking chance after chance. Let's remove them from the deep.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
This offense came into this drive hoping to extend their narrow lead, Mike, but instead, after first down, they find themselves in second and forever following that big sack right out of the gate.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. This defense hitting their ears back, coming to get him again. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Going up top. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by their rookie second-rounder.
You know, Mike, what I think is interesting is we had a chance to sit down with this young player this week leading up to today's game, and it kind of felt to both of us that he had a little bit of a chip on his shoulder. He fell to the second round on draft night. In his mind, he thought he was a first-rounder. But I'll tell you what, whatever round he was drafted in, if he keeps making plays like this, there's going to be a lot of teams who are going to be kicking themselves for skipping over him on draft night.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's to the right side and incomplete.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Looking to throw here on second and 10. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Great timing to call the screen. It's a gain of 17 and a first down.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle four. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout. You can...
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
By Peyton Wilson, a loss of 7. Brings up second and 17 at the 36-yard line.
Throwing now from the gun. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take over just shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's going to look downfield once again. He's going to go out of bounds, but a very nice return up past the 35-yard line.
You know, Mike, we're seeing both these offenses come out here and play a little fast and loose in the passing game. The last 2 throws for each team, both resulting in an interception. Now, don't get me wrong. Neither of these secondaries is going to complain. They'll happily feast on those type of throws the rest of the game. But I get a sense on these next 2 drives, come out here, establish the run, dose of ground and pound. Let's settle things down offensively and regroup for the rest of this game.
This is caught. Downfield, it's Dell. A gain of 24 through the air. 1st down, L.A. They send the tight end in motion. He'll look to throw. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Troy Anderson.
You know, Mike, I think at this point, anytime you find yourself in a situation like this, your passing game has to just be thrown out altogether. I think right now it turns into a, let's just execute our run, let's just try to get out of this game healthy and move on. I mean, this is 4 consecutive drives that have ended with an interception. I mean, it's almost unheard of. It tells me it's more than just a lack of execution. This quarterback right now is having some confidence issues. He's not seeing the field great, and they need to have a complete reset.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up, just that 1 touchdown on the board. 7-0 the score as the 3rd quarter begins. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Putting the tight end in motion. Here's a run to begin this 3rd quarter. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Tight end going in motion here. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced, and at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
Trouble. Down he goes.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
Oh, the coverage was great. They gave him no room to operate and made him pay for catching the ball. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. The ball comes out. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
Well, fortunately for this quarterback, Mike, thanks to the alert play by one of his teammates, they're going to prevent this from being a turnover. It's just so hard as the quarterback. You're trying to keep your eyes downfield. You're trying to keep the plays alive. You have to feel the rush. You have to understand when that clock's going off. That ball either needs to come out or it certainly needs to be protected.
And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down. Like living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Taken at the 19. Oh, no fair catch, and he pays the price. Big shot to make sure this return didn't even get started. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. His drive will start on the ground, and he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That is caught! And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
To the ground, a 1st down run. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the 3rd quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Battle. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 41-yard line.
At this point, Mike, it's just hard to trust him to make good decisions with the ball, which is really a shame. And we both had really high hopes for this quarterback coming into the game. He was able to shake off the first 2 picks, but then there's a 3rd, then there's a 4th. And now after this 5th, you have to strongly consider whether you want to sit this guy for the remainder of this game.
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Derwin James.
Well, with this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth. He certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
Here's 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
They'll look to throw. And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. Picked off by Peyton Wilson.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
So they failed to connect on another throw, and it's really been the story for both of these teams throughout this ballgame. I mean, neither offense can get anything going, and when you look at the scoreboard, it certainly reflects that.
That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. 2 yards from 6 points. It is 1st down and goal. They'll run with Robinson. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stopped him short. No gain. Fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands.
Trust me, Mike, I've been there. You're this close to the goal line. You're thinking you're going to score and it's going to be 6. You're fighting, you're clawing. But you can't lose the ball. Everything has to be about protecting the football. Your heart drops when that ball slips out of your hands. And in this case...
And he will take it in himself. Touchdown, Falcons. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. The PAT, up and good. And the Falcons move out on top, 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From out of the gun, he'll throw. His throw left side is complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. So, 3 quarters now in the books. To the air now on 1st and 10. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
That's another Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Back to the air one more time. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
And 10 yards to go.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by Peyton Wilson. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Atlanta. Now the try for an extra point. The kick is good. And the Falcons will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Right back to the air following that pick 6. To the left side, catch made by McConkey. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. A handoff as they try to run it here. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
8 yards on the pickup.
He'll drop to throw. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with.
He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And the defense has it.
So the biggest thing that stands out here, Mike, is the fact that the defense just continues to pursue to the ball. Every defense focuses on get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible, because if the guy in front of you, he misses the tackle or he falls down, you have to be there to make up for it. And the pursuit to the ball.
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And it's recovered by one of his teammates.
I feel like we see this so often, Mike, especially with how good these receivers are after the catch. They're so eager to pick up that extra yardage. Sometimes they don't completely put the ball away, and with how good these defenders are at knocking it loose, pretty fortunate on that one. His teammate was there to prevent that from being a turnover.
Bijan Robinson, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it'll be 3rd down. They'll throw out of the gun. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success. I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit, and after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, his defense will certainly take it.
And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
From the 50, he'll set him to throw. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day.
And he will score. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Falcons. Point after, coming up here. His kick is good. And the Falcons are able to extend the advantage to 28-0. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. So a big one there to start the drive. 33 yards. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. Picked off by Juju Brents.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. They'll look to throw here on first down. Fires left sideline. That is complete. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He's got it inside the 5. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. The extra point is good. And the Falcons stretch out this lead even more. It is now 35-0. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll go down to a knee.